Have you ever had moments like this, or this happen to you in Castle Crashers? Well, I know I have. So that's why I'm making this video, where I'm gonna talk about 15 unsatisfying moments in Castle Crashers. Anyways, let me know down in the comments how many of these you've experienced. I'm sure this has happened to pretty much everybody, especially at the end of the Ice King boss fight, when you're trying to get that extra piece of gold and yeah, it just disappears. It hurts, I know. So that's why sometimes after the boss fight, I get my boomerang ready, just in case the gold is a little too far away. I know everyone has seen those cracked walls with the pets inside, and if you're a good person, like me, you've probably tried to break them out using the bombs. Well, sometimes when I try to do this, I'll be one bomb short, so yeah, you're gonna have to stay in there a little longer. If you play Castle Crashers multiplayer, there is a 99.9% chance this has happened to you, where you dig up an item and your friend or teammate just completely steals it from you. Yeah, this one tilts me a little bit, except when you're the one stealing it, then it's pretty funny. I feel like everyone at some point has accidentally used a potion when they're at next to full health. This one just hurts more. I mean, you can always buy the potion back, but it just feels so wasteful. Especially if you get like a piece of food afterwards, then yeah, you might just want to leave the game. I'm kind of an animal lover in real life, so this one does hurt a little bit, but have you ever been walking with your pet orb in the nursery and you accidentally stumble upon another one, which is usually the golden whale for some reason, and then you have to leave him for the original pet you wanted to use because he sucks, so then he kind of just sits there and waits for you to come back. I'm sure at some point you guys have went to the industrial castle level and forgot to bring a sandwich and this guy just laughed at you. I know this one doesn't really affect you, but it does kind of hurt to watch this guy laugh at you. But you do kind of get the last laugh as you get to hit him off his own castle, which is pretty cool. I mean, if you're watching this far into the video, then it's probably pretty entertaining. Or maybe it's not. I don't know. But if you do find it entertaining, maybe consider dropping a subscribe. I know just about everyone has been in the armory and just been staring at that one weapon they really want to use, but just happening to be one level short. Usually if this happens to me, I'll just go to a level with a bunch of enemies and then just get that one level really fast. For me, there's about like a 1 in 10 chance that I'll faceplant on the catapult, and when it does happen, I do feel a little disappointed in myself, but it does cheer me up to see the Grey Knights doing equally bad. This one is really similar to the potion one, but I feel like when it does happen, it's a little bit more useful as you can just like pound enemies with it. But the worst is when you use it in like the armory or something, so it just happens to be completely pointless. This one probably hasn't happened to you if you're good at volleyball, but if you're like me, then volleyball is probably not the easiest, in Castle Crashers at least. So sometimes when I'm playing, I'll lose 9 to 10, which is really annoying because they laugh at you. I'm sure at some point of playing Castle Crashers, you guys have been robbed by the imps or thieves, but the worst is when you're robbed by your own teammates. And no, I'm not talking about your actual teammates, I'm talking about like the Grey Knights and the King. Like during the Pipistrella boss fight, they just wait for you to kill the boss and then they take all the gold. This is why I have no sympathy for the Grey Knights. Pretty much every time I get to this part on the home castle, I always try to roll down the stairs. But the problem is they're usually under level 4 during this part, so when you try to roll down the stairs, you end up just doing this, which is very unsatisfying. Probably once per catfish boss fight, I end up missing the hairball and the cannon just does this. But to be honest, I feel like the King and the Grey Knights could do a little more than just sit in the ship and watch me fight. The worst time that this happened to me was when I finally unlocked the stove face. I was so excited because he looked really cool. I thought he was gonna have crazy good magic, and when I used his magic for the first time, it was this. Another arrow rainer. I think there's about like 9 or 10 different knights that have that exact same magic, so it's pretty disappointing when a cool looking knight has it. And that is 15 unsatisfying moments in Castle Crashers. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, as it took me quite a bit of time to make. So if you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like, and also let me know if I should make a part 2. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.